Pooh is working for Cheese today, which means she's very much listening. With me. Hey. Yes, that was so good. You want to go potty? Wait. Hold down. We had to walk up first. Okay, go potty. So good. That's very nice potty. Oh. Oh, so good. Here's some cheese. Go down. Go down. Here's some cheese. Hey, wave. Wave. Oh, so good. Wave. Wave. Oh, so good. Jump. Oh, hell yeah. Come on. Here, hold on. Do it. Here's some cheese for your hard efforts. Here you go. This salmon is so good. Leave it here. Miss Jammin, you hit a pin. Hell yeah. Oh, good shake. Good shake. Miss Jammin, you focus? So good. So a lot of people ask me what I do with my dog when I go to the bathroom. We go in a handicap stall because it's really big, and I just throw it down. That's so good. Down. Yes. I also always get criticized for my dog not being in a perfect heel, but that's actually borderline a task. So she does crowd control, right? But it's not typical crowd control where they're circling. She does circle, but it's not on command. I just kind of captured this behavior, but so if I'm walking, she'll just do that. And she just keeps a little bit of distance like that, just to keep people from getting too close to me. People see her, and they see her a little bit apart, like now I'm trying to do shit, and she's not. But they just see her a little bit farther from me, and they tend to keep their distance. And her just doing stuff like that just kind of creates a little bit more space to keep me safe. Yes. She keeps giving me the stare and then like half-ass alerting where she lifts her foot but doesn't paw me. Oh. And it's coming on very fast, actually. Holy shit. It's so nice. You wanna hold my feet up? You go under? Oh, yes, that's good alert. Yes. Can I help you? Good. Oh, yes, thank you. What? Are you throwing a fit? Because I'm not listening. Sit more. Yes. And under. Oh, so good. And just stay. Yes, so good. Oh, shit. Okay. Stay there, Pooh.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't.
Howdy. Yes. I do.
Focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
I've gotten like 4 compliments since I've been out, and now I'm like on a high because I'm like, thank you. I have not done my makeup. This is leftover from yesterday, as we can tell. I feel like shit. My back hurts. I've been getting headaches and I think it's from my back. I get migraines anyways, but it's been a lot worse. I've gotten a lot more. I don't know how much I got on video. I just remember Jasmine alerting off camera, me being like, really? You know? And then being like, okay, I'll sit down. And then sitting down, and she kept alerting. And I'm like, okay, you're propping my legs up and I'm laying down. And I just remember being like, so disoriented. God, I was like, I did not know what was going on. If you asked me what day it was at the time, I probably would have told you it was blue. Cause anyways, so yeah. I'm okay to drive though. Everyone's like, oh, how do you drive if you have POTS? You pass out. You're not legally allowed to like drive. But because my condition, like the fainting is triggered by movement. So if I'm walking too much, or if I bend over too much or too fast, or it's too hot, you know, those are things that can trigger an episode. One, I never drive unless I have my service dog with me. So my service dog is going to alert me. Two, it's movement based. So driving in a car, I'm sitting upright, legs bent, and I have air conditioning, so it's not going to get too hot in here. And also, like right now, I'm sitting here. I'm not going to drive probably for another 10 minutes. just to make sure that my body's okay and that it's regulated itself. Hold on. So like I just sat down. So now my blood pressure is dropping a little bit. So I'm gonna watch my watch because I have my heart rate app, of course, and we're going to sit here and make sure that my heart rate is at a appropriate level before I start driving. And if I feel like, for some reason, like if I feel weird at all, I immediately pull over to the nearest parking lot and sit until I feel better. Have I ever passed out while driving? Absolutely not. Have I ever had an episode while driving? Once. And that was because I was very much in a rush and I sat down. I just immediately got in the car and left after I was outside in 95-degree weather, and I wasn't listening to my body. Nothing happened. I didn't pass out or anything because I was already sitting and in the AC, but I did get a little bit dizzy and lightheaded, so immediately I pulled over, and I definitely learned my lesson because it did scare me a little bit. There's people saying like, oh, you could lose your license and this and that, but I've already talked to my doctor about it. We're already doing treatment options and taking the appropriate measures to ensure that I'm not at risk while driving. And yeah, so I've been cleared to drive. It's like how some people with epilepsy can drive and some people can't based off the severity. And also recently, my fainting has been a lot less. Everybody's like, oh, we haven't seen a fainting video in a minute. That's because I haven't been. I have not been fainting. I think I fainted like 3 times since I've left my parents' house. And that's because I'm not being medically abused anymore. I'm not being neglected. The house is not being purposefully put to a temperature to cause me to feel like shit. And everyone's like, oh, you're conspiring, this and that. Like, they're not purposely trying to do that. Yes, they are. I remember having a conversation with my stepdad. I was like, you know that we agreed on the house temperature when we moved in together being at 74, which is still on the higher end for me, at least, especially because my room was the farthest from the air conditioning. So if the thermostat says 74 for where the thermostat's at, my room was more like 77. So we agreed on 74, and he was continuously putting it higher and higher till one day I came in the house from laying the dogs out and the AC was off. Why? Because it costs too much. It costs too much, even though my mom pays half the bill. My mom offered to pay the entire bill for the AC. It was purely a control thing, and I said, well, you do understand what effect having the AC too high can have on my health is. I said, if the AC where the thermostat's at says 77, if the thermostat were in my room, it would say 82. I was like, so that can cause me to pass out, and that's causing me to be in such an unregulated state body-wise that like I'm passing out every couple days. And he's like, so you want me to pay more for the AC to accommodate you, and you want me to turn on the AC because you feel like shit? And I'm like, yes, I live here too, and I've offered to pay for the electricity bill so that I can have control over the AC. And I always just get that, no, it's my house, it's my rules, you know. It was purely a control thing. And I was also getting very much verbally and emotionally abused by him. He would constantly tell me that I was unlovable and that I was a burden, and that he just has given up on me, and he would constantly tell me all these things. So if it was just the AC thing, it would make me think that he's just being ignorant or we don't have the money or something. But when he's constantly being like abusive towards me, it tells me that he just doesn't like me. And that's because I wouldn't tolerate him. My mom and my sister, whenever he would be pushy and push boundaries and do disgusting things, they would just be okay with it. I would call him out on his shit and he didn't like it. So that's basically his way of trying to get back at me. And he threatened to kick me out probably about 4 times. towards the end of living with him for dumb things. I accidentally stained the counter with hair dye. I said that I would get bleach to bleach the counter, and if it didn't work, I would replace the counter, right? And he didn't even give me a week to like get my paycheck to go buy bleach and figure it out, you know? And he's like, you're getting kicked out and this and that. And I'm like, for an accident? It's not like I did it on purpose. It was an accident. I didn't even know the little tiny stain like this big was there until he pointed it out. And because it's a beige counter and it's brown hair dye. I couldn't see it. And like I apologized, you know, and he's like, oh, you're negligent, this and that. Or how I would neglect my dogs because I wouldn't give them water immediately after they came in from being outside because they're super hot. I don't want them to bloat. And how he would have to take care of my dogs for me, but realistically I was stuck in bed because of the abuse from him, because if I got up I'd pass out. It just so many things. He wouldn't respect my boundaries. I told him not to feed my dogs things, and he was feeding my dogs dangerous things that could actually harm them. And it just, there's so much I could go on about it. But since I've escaped that, my health has actually increased a lot in my POTS area. Now, I do have a spinal injury from my motorcycle wreck, and that's causing me to be more disabled in some areas. It's harder to bend over, it hurts. I have chronic pain now. Like right now, if I sit weird, like I am right now, I'm in pain in my lower back, among other things, but my POTS has gotten a lot better, which tells me it wasn't as severe as I thought it was. It was just me being abused. So, anyways, yeah, that's why you guys haven't seen fainting videos. But unfortunately, I am flaring, so it is what it is. But I think we're going to Wawa so that I can get a snack, so I have some salt. Because usually I take salt shots with the little salt packets that you get from the drive-thru, just to help me with my sodium, and I reached in my bag and realized I didn't have any, so that's what we're doing.